What really happens when you start your business, the best moment to start your business, and how to actually start your business. Because a lot of people, they get paralyzed in their journey before they even go for it. And so I want to just share one big thing before we even go into this of how to do this. And I'm not talking about just being a business owner. I'm talking about a creative. When you are a creative, you create from within and not without. Meaning, what does that mean? You guys hear me talk about create, build, sustain. You hear it all around. But what it means is it was something, because I used to search for the answer. And you got to realize that it comes from within. Your imagination. They stripped us of that ability as we grew up. You know, when you were younger, they told you could be anything you wanted to be. And as you got older and you went to school, they started telling you what's logical and what isn't. The best time to start your business. Starting a business is something very amazing and fun. And sadly to say, many people today are failing before they even get started because they feel they need to show up perfect. And I think that it's the inevitable, because you're cautioned on starting one, and then when you start one, you're cautioned on doing it right. You're on YouTube, you're on this book, you're reading this book, you're looking at this person, and you see that they have it all figured out, or it looks that way. And what I want to do is I want to really go into what really happens when you start your business, the best moment to start your business, and how to actually start your business. Because a lot of people, they get paralyzed in their journey before they even go for it. And so I want to just share one big thing before we even go into this of how to do this. The best time to start your business, you have to realize this. There is no best time to start your business. The best time to do it is to actually go and start it. A few things that you want to keep in mind before you actually get started are these things. Asking yourself compelling reasons to actually get started. When you have compelling reasons to get started, you have the big why, both internally and externally. Because when you get into business, you are now in the game of service. You want to ask yourself, not what can I get out of it, but what can I give to others? How can I serve others? How can I show up for others, right? So when you have that strong enough why, it gives you the compelling reason to actually get started, because you have that burning desire to make a difference. But Vince, what if I don't have this big idea that is going to make all the difference? Believe me, there is something that you can do. Most people don't think they have what it takes, but I want to assure you that you do. One, you either do what you love, right? Or you do something that can position and bring you to what you love. And I want you to think of your business as a vehicle. Think of it as the opportunity vehicle, the opportunity to get to a destination or to get someone else to that destination. You may have a job where you can use that skills, your backgrounds, or a hobby or something you enjoy, and you are the facilitator. So when you start a business, realize that you have the opportunity to make a difference in your lives and others. And how to do that is having a strong enough why. And so when you don't have the perfect idea, that is okay. You don't need the perfect idea. The best time to start a business is when you have a vision. Vincent van Gogh said a perfect line that resonates with myself and to creatives. And what he said was, they asked him a question in the interview, how do you come up with your ideas and paint these things? And what he said was, because a lot of people forget to imagine, you got to realize that when you create a business, and I'm not talking about just being a business owner, I'm talking about a creative. When you are a creative, you create from within and not without. Meaning, what does that mean? You guys hear me talk about create, build, sustain, you hear it all around. But what it means is it was something, because I used to search for the answer. And you got to realize that it comes from within. Your imagination. They stripped us of that ability as we grew up. When you were younger, they told you could be anything you wanted to be. And as you got older and you went to school, they started telling you what's logical and what isn't. And I want you to realize the importance of this, what it means to create from within and not without. It means to create from inside, an internal compelling reason. That's why I want to go into the compelling reasons of what you need to get started. You need to actually have some compelling reasons. And Vincent van Gogh definitely hit the nail on the head. I just discovered this, but it definitely resonates with my model, and that's why I want to share it. He said when he was asked, what's your secret to painting what you paint? And he said, I dream my painting and then I paint my dream. Let that sink right there. He said, I dream my painting and then I paint my dream. What it means is that when you have a vision that is strong enough, you are able to create with compelling reasons from your imagination versus from the logical reality of the world. You have to realize that your idea is not going to be perfect. Your business isn't going to be perfect. But the vision inside that you have inside, stored inside of you, is. And when you get out of that reasoning and you start facilitating towards your human design and faculties of having an imagination, you can bring things into existence. Everything that I created came from an imagination. It came from, be careful. They used to sleep on us. Those people that are daydreaming in class, those are the ones who are thinking something beyond reality most of the time, because they are not in the reality. They are somewhere else, dreaming of something else, because they're not, present in where they're at. And when you go into creating a business, you have to realize that you have to get into the art of your imagination. That's why when we get started, when I work with people and coach with them and helping them cultivate their visions, we start with the why. You got to have a strong enough why. So that is known as your mission. Your mission is literally the reason you exist. Who do you exist to serve? What does your product stand for, or your service? Who is it that you're serving? Your why is going to be what brings people there. It's going to be the catalyst to building your journey, the catalyst to guiding every step from marketing, communicating, conveying what you do to the market. A lot of people think that it's about putting up posts and getting popular online, but that is not what starting a business is about. Not at all. It's about creating something and attracting. As if you have a restaurant that exists where people get out of work and they have a hunger and they want to go to your truck, your food truck, or your restaurant because they're hungry. You have something inside of you, right? This burning desire to serve, and you won't be fulfilled until you fill it. And then you have other people burning with the fuel to be fed, and you are the person that is there to feed those individuals with what it is that you have to offer. That's when you know you're ready to start a business. You may not know how. Notice I didn't go into the fundamentals of how to start a business. I went into having a burning desire and a vision. You have to dream it before you actually paint it. So when you have compelling reasons, that's going to be when you're ready to start a business. Next, you want to have a game plan from where you are. Now, let me tell you something. You don't want to be realistic as far as like your dream, but you do want to start in steps. And it doesn't mean you're going to start perfect. You have to start with where you are and get better along the way. A lot of people, especially in today's reality, strive for perfection. And this was me. We sleepwalk, right? Trying to put the perfect game plan together, the perfect video, the perfect idea, the perfect business, and starting perfect to the point where we get paralyzed and we don't start at all. That is a rookie mistake, and that is a mistake I've made many times in my journey. And when you show up that way and you show up perfect, it's almost as if you're not you. And you want to be in acceptance, because when you get into starting a business, you have to realize that this is a journey and not a destination. A lot of people are trying to chase the money, right? But what ends up happening is they lose the money chasing it, because anything that you chase will always get away from you. It will never be enough. That's why when I work with people, even though I've gotten people several different results from different walks, helping people make their first 6 figures, helping people start their business, I never, ever guarantee that. And if you ever come across somebody who says, I promise to make you X, Y, and Z, get rid of them, because you are falling into a trap, my friend. Realize that you get what you put into this. What I always tell people is they're the gas and the brake to their journey. I will guide them to where they're looking to go, and they can cut their learning curve in half, but it is up to you to actually take the action in getting there. So as long as you got the map, I'll get you to the destination of what you're trying to accomplish at that point in time. And that's what I offer. But sadly today, a lot of people are being conned, starting a business where people are preying on people with a burning desire to achieve success. Success is something that is internally believed, and that's something that you have to create your own internalized beliefs of what that looks like. What does that feel like? And that's what you want to do with your business. You want to actually put it on paper. Don't just think it, ink it. Actually put it on paper. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Because it's different for everyone, and today everyone defines what it looks like and what it should look like for you, but you have to dream it, you have to think it in here. The next thing you want to do is you want to build a system. They say that discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. Not starting a business, if that's something you really want to do, you got to ask yourself, if I don't pursue this, am I going to regret it later, right? That's one thing. But let me reverse that. If I do start it and it doesn't work, will I regret that? I think that would be the burning answer, like the answer right there to whether or not you should start it. If you don't start it, you're going to regret it, and you will never know. But if you're afraid to fail, you will never know because you never tried. So get out there and go try it. You can always go back to what you're doing. And a lot of people are afraid to escape their comfort zone. People are afraid to invest in their journeys. They're afraid to pour into it and things and efforts to get better. Get out there, go try things. But realize if you don't try something, it's never gonna work. So don't be afraid to try things. My next advice for you is to make sure that you have a game plan, a solid game plan for what you're looking to do. Not a perfect game plan, but a game plan for where you are with what you have, and asking yourself the reasons of why you're doing it and what can you do and what's most essential to actually get it started. A lot of people are trying to craft something that looks perfect, and so they don't start at all. And you need to actually get in front of the people. You need to actually pour into. That's actually what this channel, about. It was like, you want to coach people, why not give away your coaching? Why not give away advice so that people can get helped right then and there? You want to ask yourself, how can I serve first and ask later? My main advice to you is to actually get started, but have a game plan that will keep you disciplined, where you can feed into that. Having a game plan will help you take out the thinking and guesswork. And actually, as we go and conclude this, I want to invite you to apply for a one-on-one session with myself if you're somebody who struggles with discipline, struggles with guidance, and wants help cutting your learning curve in half, and is sick of doing it on your own. A coach has made the biggest difference for me when I got started. However, they were very out of reach, and that's why I want to give it free, because I know what it's like to be on your own. I know what it's like to get in your own way of your own dreams. I've done it many times, and that's why I want to give you a chance to apply below, and we'll schedule a session, and I'm going to give you an actual implementation plan. What is that? A plan of action. Instead of just crafting the perfect plan, but actually giving you an action plan that is designed and customized around where you are, and giving you the necessary steps to getting started in your journey and what you need to do in your business, so that way you don't have to guess and binge watch, but you're actually able to make a difference. And there's no obligations, no commitment. The main thing is just making sure that we're in alignment with each other. If that is you and you're interested, I want you to click the link below and apply, and let's see what we can do for you. But more importantly, I want to thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one. Take action, more importantly than anything. Create, build, sustain in all you do. It's your boy Vince. Thanks for watching. Peace.